Studios here in New York. Those of you watching the Jets and the Green Bay Packers, here's what's happening right now. We'll start with the game at Soldier Field. This is a battle for the top spot in the NFC Central Division, and at halftime, the Lions are leading the Bears by a score of 10-3. Remember, Rodney Peete is not in for that man, Wayne Fonts, and Eric Kramer got a touchdown on the board in the second quarter.
His first start and did a fine job. Perryman here. Where's the intensity? You know, where's that level of intensity we saw the Bears down in New Orleans? It just doesn't seem to be there right now.
Yeah, Barry Sanders just under 50 yards for the first half, 10-3 Lions at halftime. The game at RFK Stadium figured to be an offensive battle. It hasn't been that so far. 3 field goals in all. The Oilers have 2 of them. They lead the Redskins by a score of 6-3. In Atlanta, the Falcons trail the 49ers by a score of 7-0 as they approach halftime. Tim McKayer's fan club looking on, and they watched him helped off the field with an injury early on as he pointed back at Jerry Rice. Watch this interception by Deion Sanders. The slant-in pass, and Sanders, quick move to the inside to pick it off. Prances out of bounds, but Steve Young got a bit of revenge a bit later.
Little scrambles, a rolling pocket. Young will go to his left, hardest place to throw from, out of your own end zone. You don't think you have enough time. Young lays the ball up. Looks like it would be intercepted. Version of the Hail Mary, except it's only one receiver going down there. And now Deion Sanders in hot pursuit, 97 yards, longest pass reception for a touchdown in 49er history.
It could be more than a 7-0 lead for the 49ers. Mike Kofor has had 1 field goal blocked, and he has missed 2 others, but it's 7-0 49ers as they approach halftime at Fulton County Stadium. It is halftime at Rich Stadium in Buffalo, where the Bills reign supreme and score a bunch of points on their home turf. Not today and not yet. The 6-3 lead over the Patriots is a bit of a surprise. Patriots, as we have been saying, are competitive in most every game they've played this year. Buffalo leads it by 3 at the break. In the game you are watching at the Meadowlands, the New York Jets leading the Packers by a score of 13-6 at halftime. It was tied at 6-6. You mentioned Hail Mary before. Sometimes they work.
Never threw a Hail Mary in my life. I don't know why. I always guessed I thought it would be intercepted. But look at this. This ball game is tied 6-6. Good even struggle, and now you get what Dave call a cheap touchdown. And anyway, the Jets go up 13-6. Unbelievable.
They still count, though, don't they?
It's hard to believe they really work, but sometimes they do.
13-6. Jets are leading it at halftime. Halftime also, now they've gone to the third quarter. The Tampa Bay Bucks leading Minnesota by a score of 3-0.
Oh, I love that side, Greg.
Oh, it's a good thing they don't play outside in Minnesota.
Wait to get up there.
Meanwhile, Vinny Testaverde having themselves a tough first half. He's intercepted by Felix Wright here and then picked off by Joey Browner.
Yeah, you throw the ball down the middle deep, you should never be intercepted, especially with an arm like Testaverde. This is a terrible pass. Should have not, just should not have done it. It's one thing that Vinny does is he forces the ball down the middle and gets these cheap interceptions, and you just can't let that happen.
Yeah, 3 turnovers for the Bucks today, 8 last week in the loss to Green Bay, yet they still lead the Vikings as they go to the second half. And the Cincinnati Bengals at home looking for their first win, trailing the Cleveland Browns. Kevin Mack has run for 2 touchdowns for the Browns. It's 14-10 Cleveland as they approach halftime at Three Rivers Stadium. A reminder for most of you, except for those of you in New York City and certain other cities, this is a doubleheader day here on CBS. Coming up at 4 Eastern time, it'll be New Orleans at Anaheim to take on the Los Angeles Rams, or the Phoenix Cardinals at Texas Stadium in Irving to play.
Burke certainly did